I'm joined on the sofa by Kelly, and we're honoured to have Michael with us, and he's going to be talking about an incredible game. William, sorry, not Michael. It is William, isn't it?
Michael, it's okay.
Michael, William, I mean, so many people, the foul fish face, I had to make some mistake at some point. I apologise, but you're here to show off a very, very beautiful game, a game I'm super excited about, which is Seasons After Fall.
Exactly. Seasons After Fall, this is a game made by a small team in France. We are 6 people, kind of. And yeah, this is a game that we wanted to make since a lot of time, since 7 years. So
7
we
years
finally found the time and the money and the experience to make it. So
I remember there was a video at Gamescom a few years ago, wasn't there? When you first, was it 2 years ago?
We started 2 years, 2 years ago.
And it's so exciting to see it. It's coming out very soon next month, but we're going to be showing some gameplay here today, and as everyone can see already, it is absolutely stunning.
The art style is
fantastic. The art style is fantastic. I'm such a sucker for games like this, games like Inside and Dear Esther, Journey, Ori in the Blind Forest, anything like that, and this is you know, another beautiful game. But one of the unique things about this game is the fact that you can change seasons.
Yeah, exactly. So you play this little fox, and the voice of the forest is asking you to gather the seasons. The seasons are protected by guardians, like this giant bear that we can see here sleeping. And yeah, you have to gather the seasons, and you will be able to use the seasons to explore the world, and you can do it anytime and anywhere.
And that must be quite a challenge, you know, because as we're seeing here, we saw from the introductory bit before we get to the bear, is how beautiful it was. But you have to do that 4 times, I imagine, for each season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why it's a big project for us. Yeah, we had to make the levels 4 times. So it was,
you know, it's a beautiful game if you just play it. I'm assuming this is spring at the moment?
Right now it's summer.
Summer. And, you know, it looks, you know, you could play the whole game from this perspective with this incredible mystical fox that has these incredible powers. But I imagine every season is going to look just as beautiful, and we'll have different gameplay elements based on what time of the year you're playing in.
Yeah, exactly. The basic elements, it's when you are in winter, you can freeze water. If you are in spring, you can also rise the water level. And you can, like here, for example, we have some aliens or strange elements, like this plant. She collects snow and in winter, and then you can jump on this blob to make it launch a large ball of snow, and yeah, you can progress. So yeah, at this moment I can't change the seasons by myself, because this is maybe 15 minutes into the game.
Okay.
But later on you can.
But later, yeah, you can, and of course you will have all the 4 seasons.
And that transition there just gave me shivers. You know,
Yeah.
it's so, you know, I've got a tattoo of Journey, as I said. You know, I've got loads of these games that I'm fans of, and this game is just, it looks so beautiful. You can almost pause it any moment, and it's a beautiful screenshot.
So wait, I thought you said you couldn't change the seasons though. Did you not just change it there, or is it the spirit that's changing it around
Right
you?
now this is the spirit, but I will absorb the spirit, and I will be able to use it by myself.
So you said that there's a guardian for each season. Is that like the boss of that zone, or?
Sort of.
Okay.
It's a really peaceful game, so there is no enemies, no game over. You can jump everywhere, you can bark at anything, and just experiment.
And you can't die.
No, you can't.
That's great. That's great for me. I'm kind of, people make a lot of fun of my stream because I tend to mess up quite a lot or foul quite a lot. And a game where, you know, it's all about discovery, that will allow you to have so much more fun and experiment within the world without that fear of failure or lack of progression.
Yeah, I also like those games, but for Seasons After Fall, we wanted to create a game that everyone can enjoy in family, and yeah, that's why we made this game design choice. Yeah.
So it says Seasons After Fall is the name of the game. But why after fall? Isn't it all 4 seasons? Is there something that winter pertains or fall, like, is the importance of it?
It's actually called autumn, not fall. We're in Europe at the moment,
You're
so
right.
let's get that straight to start with, but I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason, but I can't tell you.
Okay, okay.
We have to play the game to find out.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we are a little bit later in the game, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour, it depends. on
Depends if
how
you're
you
good.
play. Yeah. So I can change the season by myself. I have fall and winter. If I am in fall, I can swim into the water, but I can't jump. So I will use winter to freeze the water, and then I can pass. So most of the puzzles are made with those, the basic knowledge that you have about seasons. But some others are really different. The game has really two different parts. The first one is really linear, and the second part is more open, very
Is there things
very
that you
light
can collect?
open world.
Is there things that you can collect throughout the map?
Yes, some secrets. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's another thing that's super exciting is, there's a lot of, as games are expanding now and they're becoming more ubiquitous and different kind of experiences, you see a lot of these platforming, artsy style games. But sometimes the mechanics kind of feel forced in. The mechanics are literally naturally put in because it's the natural tide of the seasons, and that's something that is going to be, quite instinctive for players to access and use.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we wanted at the very beginning. The programmer that with who I created the concept of the game wanted to make a game about the string theory, about dimensions.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit difficult to understand what you can do in, I don't know, maybe 10 dimensions. So I said, yeah, maybe we should use the seasons, because people know how the seasons should react, should act, and then we can build on this knowledge and make strange things.
So you just created a bomb there that destroyed a lower level platform.
This is the most violent act you will see in the game.
And I think that's the thing as well about a game like this is because it's naturally the seasons, it's something we all know naturally. You don't have to explain that to the player. You don't have to give them a tutorial. It's something we instinctively understand, and that will lend itself to a more, immersive gameplay experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's, this little fox, I'm already identifying with him. I'm already kind of scared of his potential future or her potential future. And, it's such an important thing to, you can have an artsy game, you can have a beautiful looking game, but if you're not compelled to go on the story of the character, you're not going to be immersed. And you've really captured a great caricature there of that fox.
And I should tell you something. As you can see, the fox has some strange eyes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's because, and that's why I have not shown you the beginning of the game, it's because you are not really playing the fox. You are playing something that is possessing the fox right now.
Oh, intriguing.
And it's part of the story.
But we'll have to wait to play that. It's coming out next month, I think.
Yeah, on September 2, it's already on pre-order on Steam. I think for the release date it will be Windows only. Maybe a Mac and Linux version will be released soon after, and we don't have any. We have planned for consoles, but right now we can't say anything.
So just PC gaming master race at the moment for this beautiful game. But we've got this mushroom growing. Would that be changed if it was a different season? Would the growing rate change, or how varied are the seasons in terms of the mechanics?
Yeah, it's not that open. Mushrooms are always opened in fall, so.
I see text in the bottom. Who's speaking?
Who's speaking? It's the voice of the forest. It's a character that you will never see, or maybe at some point. And then, you are doing what she tells you to do. She tells you that you have to gather the seasons in order to make the ritual of the seasons. But you don't know what it is, and she is not sure what it is. And that's when the second part of the game begins.
That's quite a profound call to action, or that call to journey. In some games you have to do certain things, and this is the story. You're mastering the seasons on behalf of the nature, and that's quite a responsibility for this little fox.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope everything will go well for him.
All right.
Oh yeah, there was a little puzzle.
The symbol to the right side, you had to mimic it.
About fireflies. Yeah.
And when this game comes out, I'm sure you're going to be looking forward to watching people play it after having all these years of working on it, waiting for it to get released, and finally coming to fruition. It must be this final month must be pretty nervous.
Yeah, we are really excited to see how the player will receive the game, and if they will enjoy it. And we made everything possible to make it good. So yeah, we are really excited for the release.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was going to say, what's your favorite part of this game?
The favorite part?
Yeah, you obviously have been working on it or thinking about it for such a long time and passion behind that.
I really like the story, and yeah, I really like the story. So I hope you players will be able to enjoy the story by themselves. I don't want to say too many things.
Of course.
It's more than just a beautiful game. Yeah,
it is an absolutely beautiful game. You see like the reflections there in the water of those like reeds and stuff, and the background, foreground, and even further background elements. It's, you know, you almost take it for granted today the way games are going and how beautiful some of these assets are. But as you say, this was a team of 6 made this.
Yeah, six, and yeah, we had some help, of course. Yeah, it's a pretty big project for us, but yeah, we made it.
And one thing we can't unfortunately hear on the show at the moment is the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, it's composed for a string quartet. So it's like, you know, I like Tomb Raider, but the first series of Tomb Raider. So most of the time you have ambience and soundscapes, and when we want to give you a hint for an element or to support the cinematics, yeah, we use a string quartet.
And it's, you know, I've watched some trailers, seen some footage, and the music is absolutely beautiful. You know, obviously can't hear it here on the stream, but if people wanted to check out the trailer to hear the music or see more about the game, where would be the best place to find that out?
Well, they can go on Steam and search for Seasons After Fall, or simply go to seasonsafterfall.com.
Awesome. I'm so excited to check this game out myself. You know, I can't tell you how much, you know, people call me an artsy weirdo sometimes on my stream because I love these games, and it's such an amazing thing in the gaming industry today to see the way it's, you know, we've had so many different kinds of content here on the Twitch stage, and, you know, having these, you know, very, you know, small, deliberate, you know, almost esoteric games, it's such an amazing thing. You know, people like shooters, people like VR, but I think a lot of people love just, you know, going into like a living painting and, you know, being in this breathing natural world that, you know, this is as good as anything you'll see in terms of the beautiful assets that you've created.
The main characters are really adorable.
Yeah, thank you.
It's even like the little animations where he's swimming there, and oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a reason? Obviously, you might not be able to say that, but is there a reason why he's a fox rather than, say, another animal?
At the very beginning, the game was more with an ecological theme. It is not the yeah. Right now, this is not the story. But yeah, so we wanted to have an animal that is very
nimble. Nimble, like agile, able to jump and move around.
And also close to human beings. So because there is a lot of foxes around us, but we don't see them, and our behavior is really important for the
It's an animal we can all kind of relate to, whether in the city or the country. It's quite a ubiquitous animal.
It could have been also a cat or maybe a squirrel, but yeah, we wanted an animal that can make like a wave when it
and I think the tail as well. The tail, sorry,
it can also walk very strangely.
Awesome. Sadly, that is all we have time for. As you mentioned before, you can go check it out on Steam. It's been released in early September. An absolutely stunning, beautifully looking and sounding game. That you've been working on for so long, and I can't wait to actually see it be released. Thank you everyone again for joining us so far here at Gamescom 2016, live from day 2 here from the Twitch booth. We've still got so much incredible content, awesome games and incredible coverage. So don't be changing, stick right here live.